Falch Kildare, you're all very welcome on the Ideal Bathrooms Media TV for round 2 fixture in the Ted Murtagh's Clothing and Footwear Trim Senior Hurling Championship between Gael, Blackhall and Kilmessan. So our teams line out as per the digital programme that was uploaded during the week. You can see it here in front of you. The Blackhall Gaels team: number 1 David Farrell, 2 Hugh Smith, 3 Tom Delaney, 4 Tom Murphy. Half-back line 5 Conor Burke, 6 Shane Whitty and the captain number 7 Conor Delaney. Midfield number 8 Daniel Carty, 9 Robbie McGuinness, 10 John Kelly, 11 Stephen Morris, 12 Paul Kelly, 13 Dermot Carty, 14 Mark Mullally and 15 Luke Jennings. Kilmessan team: Sean Power number 1, Pádraig Maguire number 2, 3 Patrick Lally, number 4 Pádraig Burke. Half-back line number 5 is Kevin Keena, centre half-back and the captain is Shane Brennan. Number 7 is Dylan Swan. Midfield number 8 is Declan Smith and he's partnered by number 9 Malcolm Doyle. Number 10 Chris Gorman, 11 Darren Riley, 12 Luke Horan. Full forward line 13 Conor Gorman, 14 Joey Keena and number 15 Jack Cottrell. So I'm joined on commentary here today by Fintan Porter. He's going to just level out a little bit of bias here with Kilmessan v Blackhall Gaels, so hopefully we'll bring you some entertaining coverage. Fintan, your predictions just before throw in here at 11 a.m.
It's very hard to call this one, Kieran. The two teams, they're sort of aging teams, both of them. There's a lot of old campaigners there for a long time, but there's going to be a few nice matchups. Stephen Morris and Shane Brennan, I think it's going to be a serious battle there, and 2 inter-county hurlers. And, it's great to see Paul Nestor's manager there with Blackhall, and he's had a busy year as a Meath senior selector, and as he was involved with John McCarthy's Meath Minors as well, where they played their All-Ireland semi-final in the 2020 competition. So well done to Paul, and it's great just to be out and get a game. We're on early this morning because of the Meath ladies later on today, so all games are going to be played early today.
No, so it's exciting stuff. Both teams in need of a continual good form. Blackhall Gaels won out against Wolf Tones. Nathan's asked any trim highlights. No, the Trim GA filmed that on their Facebook page. You can go to Trim GA Facebook if you want to look at that game from yesterday. But me GA were here in Kiltale this morning. Blackhall Gaels and Kilmessan. If there's any sound difficulties, please comment under. If there's any video difficulties, please. We're hitting around 12 or so megabytes of download and about 15 or 16 upload, so the speed should be okay. But if there's any technical difficulties, please get on to us. So just getting ready here to throw in.
Bernard Heaney's our ref today.
Gael. Just getting ready here. We've the stopwatches on the ready. Finton's on the stats here beside me. Just getting ready to throw in. Simmy's in a rush here. He's mad to go here. The P-row from Kilmessan here in front of us. And we're off.
Bang on 11 o'clock.
So Declan Smith, the number 8 for Kilmessan. Number 9, Malcolm Doyle. Into the centre half back. And it's Shane Whitty, the inter-county player. And he hits it into the corner. It's number 17, Alan Nestor. Nestor shoots.
And he likes it, yeah.
It's an early start. That's a direct ball in by Shane Whitty to Alan Nestor. And that's going to probably be a difficult one for Kilmessan all 60 minutes this game. Alan Nestor, of course, a wily veteran at this stage. So Sean Power in the goals, pucks the ball out towards Joe Keena. Whitty, it's Jack Cottrell from Kilmessan on the ball. He's been marshalled by the number 12, Paul Kelly. Back to Malcolm Doyle, into the corner. It's the number 18, it's Kyle Smith.
19.
And 19, it's John Morris. Comes out the number 2, Hugh Smith. Hugh Smith been involved in inter-county panels in recent years. Good cornerback. Comes out Whitty, storming out with the ball. He has his head up looking for the next pass. He's been well marshalled though by the Kilmessan, Kevin Keena.
Too long.
Again, Mal Doyle.
1 up.
Good contest for the ball inside. Joe Keena, the full forward. He sees it across. Number 22, Stephen Clinch. It's Hispan Clinch. Has he been pulled down? Full back, Tom Delaney. If it was an inter-county match, it'd possibly be a black card and a penalty, but those rules don't apply in club. It's going to be a 20-metre free.
No black card in hurling, Kieran.
That's about an inter-county, that's what I'm saying.
Inter-county, is it a black card?
Well, it's the same thing.
I don't think so now.
It's a yellow card. It's a yellow card.
Learn
black.
your rules. You football. Don't say any football men need to learn your rules, Kieran.
It's black. They're too afraid to bring a different colour, so they do the exact same thing with the yellow.
I think he's going to give him a yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. But probably good play by the full back because ultimately it was going to be a
It
goal.
It looked to be a good chance of a goal.
So again, when that rule comes in next year, I think that will be a judgment the full back will have to make going forward. Do you want to give away a penalty and a 10 minutes
It's very early to be on a yellow card.
Darren Riley, the centre half forward, puts the ball over the bar, and there's equality here, 1-1. If it was James Owens from Wexford, then he might have given us. We're not going to go there on the stream. It's a long puck out down the middle, contested. Comes to the number 9, Robbie McGuinness. Paul Kelly's contesting the ball with Declan Smith. Line ball has been awarded by the linesman. Even though I don't think there is an actual linesman. Paul is asking, is this Division 1? It's Group B of the Senior Hurling Championship, so it is the top division. This is Pádraig Froggy Maguire, the cornerback on the far side. Joe Keane rises above. Conor Delaney, the captain.
Go down.
Riley has a chance to contest against John Kelly. And it's a score. So a long ball by the goalkeeper, David Farrell. Robbie McGuinness again. Robbie McGuinness. Well played. Luke Horan, member of the under-20 victorious All-Ireland winning team this year. Paul Kelly, Bernard Heaney's just telling him that he pulled across his leg.
Taking his card out too. I think he's taking his name. He's going to give him a yellow for that. It was a bit of a wild pull, all right, Kieran.
Careless use of the hurley.
Blackhall need to be careful. They look a bit in trouble there in the full back line. They seem to be under a bit of bother at the minute. So
2 yellow cards.
Yeah.
And Darren Riley is an expert free taker. So hopefully we don't put the monikers on him by saying that.
Just inside his own 65.
Just going into Stephen Clinch inside, and Clinch has it. Yeah! It's a goal. So we don't know if that was a deliberate pass in or a ball short, but Stephen Clinch avails of the ball in, and an excellent ball, and he's the danger. That's why Delaney pulled him down in the last instance, and that's a great goal for Kilmessan, Fintan.
Yeah, I was just saying there, it's the aerial battle there. Kilmessan have won, I think, 3 of the balls that's dropped into the full back line, full forward line there straight away. So Blackhall are going to have to do something.
So Paddy Laddie was able to dispossess Alan Nestor, and now Shane, the Mad Dog Brennan, an inter-county player with Meath, of course. Darren Riley. Good ball across to Luke Horan. They've been chased now by Robbie McGuinness of Blackhall Gaels. We'll look over at Christopher Gorman. Christopher Gorman with the score. Robbie McGuinness from Blackhall Gaels just couldn't chase him down enough. The Kilmessan just getting into a bit of emotion, Fintan.
Yeah, absolutely. Kilmessan have got 4 points there now, and it just 1-3. Sorry, it's no reply from Blackhall. So
Stephen Morris is the target.
No Morrow.
Morrow has it. Stephen Morris just a bit behind his man. It's a poor pass, but Robbie McGuinness will pick it up on the second attempt. Comes back to Stephen Morris. Morrow has it. Into the corner forward, Luke Jennings. Luke Jennings passes it across number 28, Darren Maguire. Maguire's been tackled by Malcolm Doyle. Sean Power, the cool boyer, comes out. The goalkeeper, he plays it short to the number 5, Kevin Keena. Kevin Keena plays it. Christopher Gorman back to Keena. Keena goes long. It's a diagonal pass across to Jack Cottrell. It's been well defended by the number 19, John Morris. The number 7 now, Conor Delaney, hits it in. Gorman has a chance, or Christopher Gorman. Comes back down here just in front of the camera.
Tommy Murphy.
Murphy and Darren Riley, that's some great play.
Ball.
There's no lines, they call it though.
No lines, man, but it was a line ball.
We'll have to look back at it next week. That might be any good to the Blackhall defenders though.
Well, it's very harsh when there's no official linesman for a senior county game.
You think Jimmy Maguire would have called it, but he had a notebook in his hand.
Who got the score?
Number 12, so it was,
Luke
Horan got the score.
Another looks to be a throw ball and long
Tom
ball
Murphy.
by Tommy Murphy.
Drop short. Sean Power plays it across to Pádraig Maguire. Pádraig Maguire, it's a long ball. Whitty has a chance to catch it first time. He does. He rides the first tackle. Plays across to Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy, it's long, it's direct into the centre. Well defended by Pádraig Burke. It looks like the number 13, Dermot Carty. Plays out Stephen Morris, but Burke defends well. It flicks, was he tripped? No, play on. Declan Smith, the Crockett has it. Plays it down. Ooh, the big hit. Probably just a collision. And the number 2, it is Hugh Smith, just tackled. The chance Whitty might take this from distance.
He certainly has the distance to hit it. We've had a lot of changes from the starting team. There's a good few numbers didn't start for Blackhall. You see, especially Luke Jennings isn't on.
Jennings on it because he was in possession there a minute ago. Is he not?
Is he?
Thought I saw him now. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out. Them programmes are on our website if you want to get them. meathga.ie/digital programmes. As it goes, Whitty. Oh, the full back, Paddy Lally, just massages the ball over the bar. Probably stops the goal, which is most important job as the full back, but just goes over the bar. What's the score, Fintan, now?
So we're 2 points to 1-3.
And Maria Farrell says she's watching from Perth,
1-4.
Western Australia. So all welcome to those watching across the water. Even though that might be a lot of water down to Perth now, probably.
Yeah, well, hello to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It was Alan Kelly this morning said he wanted to be called out in the stream. So if Alan Kelly's watching us, he's babysitting his young newborn baby at home. He can't get out. Another high one. That's a great catch by Patrick Lally, the full back for Kilmessan. It's a long ball, probably a bit too agricultural with the clearance as it comes straight back out to Robbie McGuinness. McGuinness going short. Number 28, Darren Maguire. Centre back, Whitty. He's going for the shot. Will it go over the bar? Sean Power taps the post. That is a superb effort by Whitty, the centre half back, the inter-county player, showing all his credentials. I think if they can score from distance like that, they'll be hard bet.
Yeah, well, Shane has a serious strike of the ball there. 80 yards out more.
It's a short one by Sean Power. Paddy Lally will go for length on the second attempt. But Whitty is sweeping in behind. Absolutely, it gets to him. Whitty is the danger man. Joe Keena can't take it off him. It is the number 12, Paul Kelly. Lally's going to rise above everyone, is he? And he does.
I don't think those high balls are going to work for Blackhall, dropping in like that in front of a man that size in full back.
It might be working for Kilmessan with Stephen Tispin Clinch at full forward, but that's a different kind of class to a lot of players. But that's the ball that Paddy Lally at full back loves.
Yeah,
it's not the ball that's going to challenge him as a full back. He wants it. He doesn't want it fast, in low and hard, because that's it'll challenge. So Whitty now with the sideline puck on the far side of the field here in Kiltale, in the Ted Murtagh Senior Hurling Championship round 2. And it goes straight to Jack Cottrell. Cottrell rises up to Stephen Clinch. Clinch showing his class and his expertise with the hurling hand.
Wide ball.
Just to the left and wide though. He'd be disappointed with that because he did all the hard work to play the ball down to himself. Just a long effort by the goalkeeper David Farrell. Just gone straight out though. Was it who won between Kildare and Road? Yes, Kildare won with a solitary point.
I was approached by a woman from Kildare when after the county final this year, and I said that the two best teams in the county were Trim and Ratoath, undoubtedly, and I was corrected by a woman a day or two after that, and she proved my point there yesterday with Kildare's performance.
Well, they were at the time because they were in the county final, but maybe not anymore.
Well, It's only a few short weeks ago.
It's a long season ahead as Stephen Tispin Clinch rises above, plays it back out to Jack Cottrell on the run, has the effort to put it over, and it's waved to the right and wide. That's disappointing by Jack Cottrell, uncharacteristic of him. Has the ability to score. Another member of that under 20 All-Ireland winning squad for Meath this year. Short puck out, gone straight over the sideline. So I'd say Darren Riley will come over to take this sideline puck and has an opportunity to score from it direct. So just coming up to about 13 minutes played. What's the score check there, Fenton?
So I have it still at 1-4.
Kilmessan?
Kilmessan to Blackhall's 3 points.
3 points. And Darren Riley, it's a good puck. Doesn't break through Kyle Smith's block. Now Blackhall have numbers. They have the numbers. It's a big decision for Gorman. Does he go? He does. He just probably stifles it. Tommy Murphy. Number 19, John Morris.
Brother Stephen.
And looks like the number 13, Dermot Carty, will step up to the free-taking duties. I always wonder this, when Whitty had scored from distance, why not leave him at them? But obviously Carty's a bit more astute, closer in.
He's good accuracy as well, yeah.
So we have a perfect angle here on the Ideal Bathrooms Media TV for the strike as Carty lifts it, he strikes it, and will it go over the bar? The white flag will be raised, and that's probably the wise decision from a Blackhall point of view. Let the inside forward take the closer in free. And it's just primed here for an excellent game of hurling so far as Sean Power hits it out to Christopher Gorman. One bounce, takes it into the left hand, and then unleashes the ball in. Joe Keena just being tackled by the number 10, John Kelly. The full pack, it is Tom Delaney. Robbie McGuinness, number 9. Luke Horn with 12 on his back, goes to the shot from distance. And that's a good long ball in. It's going to, but will Paddy Lally win again in the air? Lally's having a good game at full back so far.
I don't know, I thought it was a fair enough hit by John Kelly. Ref.
Shoulder to shoulder.
It looked shoulder to shoulder to me, but I think he may have been fouled before that.
As we said, if there's no blood play on. As number 9, Robbie McGuinness. Shane Whitty. Another ball coming in now, but it's to nobody in particular.
They're still persistent with this long ball in, and it just doesn't. It's not working for Blackhall.
So 15 minutes on the clock. The water break can be taken now at the referee's discretion. If you have any comments or queries, get them in onto us on the comment box, and we'll discuss them at the water break. If you can see anything tactically at all that you'd like us to talk about, please feel free to comment. We always like to get some interaction from our audience. That's a good ball. I think John Kelly will be first to it. And then Joe Keena just gives him a good hit as Joe Keena puts the ball over the bar, does he? No, just to the left and wide. A good little hit.
Did you get a team sheet for Blackhall? No. Have you Blackhall's team sheet?
So, ball across the field. It's well batted down though by Malcolm Doyle. So a sideline puck has been awarded the far side. Bernard Heaney mustn't be thirsty yet. He hasn't called for the water break. Just contesting. Suppose at any games we get, this is the last of our coverage today because there's no more games after this morning, as the ball nearly goes over and just sits on the line, which is play on. We'd put up our games on social media, I think it was Monday or Tuesday on social media, and this was the only game we were streaming directly just due to different commitments and fixture details that were put out. Well done to Christopher Gorman, who flicks it over the head, plays it to Luke Horn, number 12.
He says he touched it on the ground.
Technical foul awarded.
Threw the ball away then, Joey. Joey Keenan threw the ball away now. He's brought the
He
ball
possibly
forward.
changed it from a Shane Whitty long effort to a Dermot Carty short range. So
Yeah.
here are the margins potentially at senior hurling level.
Yeah, Jeremy's stepping up to take this one again. So.
Yeah.
So Dermot Carty.
He brought us a good distance forward.
I think most referees are told to that you punish
It was
punish it.
outside 165 to inside the other. So
You can do the maths yourself there.
Jeremy wide from free.
Wide by Dermot Carty. So we have 17.5 minutes played. So Sean Power, water break I think it's been called. So we're just going to mute our microphone. If you have any comments or queries, please get them into us. And we'll be back in a minute or so. But you can type in any comments you like there and we'll respond to them. So we're back here. Water break has concluded.
The sun is starting to break out there now.
Getting hot up here in the commentary
it's
booth.
getting warm
Sponsored
up
by
in
Finton Porter.
It's a beautiful morning for Ireland though. The pitch is fantastic condition. Grass nice and short.
No excuses as the ball flies out by Sean Power to the middle of the field. Paul asks us, who do you think will win the championship this year? Well, we won't ask Finton because he'll get it wrong. So
Yeah, I get it.
well, Kildare are playing all the hurling at the minute.
Yeah.
So Kildare are in the ascendancy.
Trim looking bothered too. Like with 2 losses now, Trim need to do it all. They probably are relying on a result.
Yeah, because it's the top 4 as Stephen Clinch has a shot at goal. It shouldn't have dropped though.
Come on, Kyle. Work hard, Kyle.
So
Hugh
Blackhall
Smith.
Gaels, Hugh Smith plays it direct into the number 13. It is Dermot Carty contesting with Pádraig Burke. Shane Mad Dog Brennan plays it across. Shane Brennan, the number 7 though. Conor Delaney will mop this up.
Line ball.
It looks like it's going to be a sideline puck on the far side of the field.
No one there to take it quick.
But funny enough in hurling that's actually nearly I wouldn't say an advantage, but it doesn't penalise you as much when you miss it because it slows down the tempo of the game so much. Paul, do you know who Trim are playing next? Not off the top of my head, but they play all 5 teams,
Yeah.
so I think they have to play Kildare, they have to play Longwood last.
Kildare next. They've
Yeah.
Kildare next. Yeah.
They've Longwood last, so they must have Ratoath in there. Under the played Ratoath.
They played
Oh, well left.
Wide ball.
Well left by David Farrell the goals.
Yeah.
Goalkeepers union, we look after each other.
I don't know.
Well left. Again, Morris in the corner there has been getting a lot of short puck outs. Comes to Conor Delaney, but it's just been lost. And that's the difficulty as Blackhall Gaels signal a line ball for themselves. I think that's Enda over the far side.
Mikey Nestor's over there too. Mikey's been at sleeper cell waiting for about 20 years in Kilmessan, studying in Fergie's, all the little small talk and stuff like that in Fergie's.
And you'd learn a lot in there, so you would. Maybe not
a lot
much.
of hurling talk in there.
And of course Fergie's the main sponsor of Kilmessan. Was it
Jeremy?
good tackling by the fullback, Paddy Lally. But it's another chance for Carty to score. He's well marshalled though by Pádraig Burke. It's a poor effort though. Shane Brennan has the ball and comes out at pace. Plays it to Declan Smith. He'll have another ball across to Kevin the Crow Keena. Kevin Keena, it's a long range effort. Has it gone over?
Yeah.
And it has. So it nearly was a goal for Blackhall. And after some diligent defending by Kilmessan, it's worked out, comes across to Kevin the Crow Keena, and it's an excellent score for Kilmessan.
It's just as good a score as we saw earlier from Whitty, so.
Absolutely, long range effort. That's one of the reasons he's probably in the half back line.
Yeah.
Christopher Gorman.
Yeah.
I always wonder about them ones when you hit it by a fella and then you run through him. Like, what's the back supposed to do?
John Kelly was called an accidental trip, so.
It's not soccer, ref, isn't it?
Play on. The high ball in, is he going to point this?
Riley's, he looks like he's posturing for a pass. Kyle Smith.
And Tommy Murphy, I think. Or no, Hugh Smith.
Hugh Smith comes across. John Kelly, Darren McCarthy, Darren Riley. But there's a slip. Should have hit it on the left.
Yeah. Darren Maguire there did well just to get a hurl in for a block.
I would said possibly, I would said a harsh decision to get the free, but definitely a yellow card is exceptionally harsh.
Is he given a yellow card for it? Yeah.
He was clearly just trying to play after the mistake.
Be interested to see it in the replay, Kieran.
Well, you can, of course, on the BGA YouTube. You can always come back and watch these games. That's Carty. I'm just biased against frees. It's just the less of them, the better.
It's another one for
cards are for Christmas, I think, as well.
Jeremy. Is that a point? Yeah.
Was a point, yeah. Darren McCarthy says keep your cards for the Christmas.
5 points.
Sean Power down the middle of the field, down the throat of the defence. It's well contested in the air. And it's Carty again. Has Carty put the ball over the bar for Blackhall Gaels? No, he hasn't. Left and wide. He'd be disappointed with that quick succession.
I think that's Blackhall's 5th wide there now. Or 6th even. 5th.
Coming in from...
And Tommy Murphy thought he had it and didn't. Jeremy is all the way back.
A lot of quick hurling here, close to the sideline.
Come on! Hard Luke.
Conor Dale.
Luke Horn.
Oh, good catch.
Well played, a chance of a goal.
Go, lads!
Well stopped by Sean Power. Paul Kelly had a chance. Possibly a poor enough effort, it was tame enough, but at the same time the goalkeeper had to react and save, and Sean Power excellently saves.
He struck it from a little bit too far out. There's nobody in front of me. He could have ran in a little bit further, I would have thought, but it's easy to be the hurler on the ditch.
Yeah, just a free in here again for Blackhall Gaels. So possibly Whitty from distance.
Whitty got a bang, I think, in the hand there. You got to chop down the hand, I think, but it...
That's why they invented ash guards, isn't it?
What?
That's why they invented ash guards, isn't it? Protect yourself.
No ash guards in my day, Kieran.
And dish out a bit of punishment then, back. So just a little bit of a lull here. We're just going to about 25 minutes. That's including a minute of a water break.
We've a good crowd here now.
Just hitting to the 200 or so, yes?
Yeah, we've a good crowd here watching the game as well, like to say.
We've just hitting over 50 the whole time on the stream, so for the people that can't be here, try our best to get. I said from tomorrow the games will be going to 50% capacity in our grounds, and all the tickets will still be available online, but there won't be any restriction on codes. So the 40 players and officials will still be getting their free ticket to come in, same as they've been getting them. And then for any other game, there'll be general admission. You just buy your ticket online and scan your code at the gate. It saves a lot of bother for a lot of people, and it's proven to be a success so far. And we'll try and stream the odd game. Won't be streaming as many, because now we'll be able to stream just the games maybe that are picked that weekend or outside of Partulchan or whatever way. We'll have to decide that, but thankfully you'll be able to get to games much more readily now, and there'll be very little restrictions. As Carty has a chance to put it over the bar, but it looks like it's just gone to the right and wide. Disappointing for Carty. 2 or 3 now.
Yeah.
So Sean Power just surveying the field before the puck out. It is a direct one, but unfortunately will be intercepted by Paul Kelly. And Nestor has the chance to flick it in. And Morrow has the ball. Stephen Morris. That's the danger sometimes with the short bucket. We've seen Blackhall Gaels get caught once or twice, but they didn't punish them as badly as definitely went Nestor.
1-5 to 1-4. Draw match 1-5 to 1-5.
An excellent Stephen Morris shows his class. Just was a little bit different. The other Blackhall player didn't have the composure that Morris had, and Morris shows his true credentials as an inter-county player. Malcolm Doyle has a chance to play it on the stick, flick it on the second attempt. Now it looks like Darren Riley. Great score by Darren Riley, and that's exactly what Kilmessan needed to fight back after conceding the goal.
It's a third for Darren today. Blackhall certainly seem to have come back into this game a lot.
Always resounding kind of back from the goal as a long ball. It's going to be contested now by 2 or 3 players from either team. Just probably got the wrong side of his man, Shane Brennan, there, and it was around the neck.
I think Dermy kind of played into the free as well.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I think
play maybe by Dermy.
But just unfortunately, Shane didn't get the ball. If Shane Brennan got the ball, he probably would have got away with that robust tackle. But the fact that the ball was just missed, you get away with a lot more when you get the ball. Well, you should anyway. As Dermot McCarthy eyes up the goals here in Kiltale in this Ted Murtagh Senior Hurling Championship Round 2 fixture. Lift and strike. And that's over the bar for the Blackhall Gaels. Carthy man.
3 for Dermy as well. Shane Whitty was just getting another bit of attention there in his hand while that free was being taken.
Second slitter on the field. Sean Power's been asked to wait just for it to be got rid of. It's probably after the slow restart now, there probably will be length on this puck out, which is just correct call. It's going to come in long, and Luke Horn is definitely the target. Played out well here. Who has it? It's Darren Riley from Kilmessan to Christopher Gorman. It's short. Aim for Kyle Smith, but it's a poor effort. And Hugh Smith, I think, has it. No, it's Tom Murphy.
Tommy Murphy.
Tom Murphy. Mal Doyle to Shane Brennan. Shane Brennan. Kind of goes into the extra man. Blackhall are employing in front of the defence.
Shane Whitty kicks it on.
Deck to Smith, that's a good tackle, I thought.
Free too.
I thought it was a good tackle myself.
Yeah.
You have to be able to tackle. Because I think that was very similar to the Shane Brennan call, though, so maybe it's consistent.
Kind of his hand over, and he was kind of.
But I think Whitty got the ball that time. I think that was the difference. Whitty got the ball. (1-6 to 1-6) is the call by the referee, so that's the score. He's not changing it now. So Darren Riley just here on the sideline in Kiltale. Darren Riley. Gone to the right and wide it has. That's uncharacteristic of Darren. It's such a good game against Killeen and Longwood last round out. But that's been, both teams have missed a few frees now.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 minutes left, I think is all. I don't know how long the water break was, but we're line ball.
So they've called the line, I think. That was a committee decision on the far side.
Have, 22 linesmen over there calling it. Stevie Morris again for the line ball.
He's an expert. He possibly can score slightly far, maybe, but
yeah, he would have hit these before at that distance, but
it's going to be dangerous. As Kevin Keane has a chance to flick it with a bit of help from Shane Brennan. Plays it across. Darren Riley. It's long. It's going to have weight though, but Hugh Smith is going to catch it. Hugh's going to hand pass it. Coming to Dermot McCarthy. Dermy McCarthy. Back to Whitty. It's a long direct ball into the corner. And it's the number 12, Paul Kelly. Has gone to the left and wide.
So that's a big let off. It was well worked by Blackhall. Shane Whitty picked out Paul Kelly well and just
didn't work from.
He was on the 20, just out near the sideline. Just balling out.
There's
wide.
great spring in them nets here in Kiltale. Every time it goes wide or over, it bounces back onto the field. So just delaying the game slightly every time. So it's a lot. It forces probably Sean Power and the goals to go long. And difficult because Blackhall are playing a lot of men around the middle as Shane Whitty comes out with the ball. Plays across to Robbie McGuinness.
Well done, Jackie. That's good pressure.
Probably a poor decision to probably shoot from that range under that level of pressure.
Yeah, Shane would have a better strike possibly, I think, than Robbie anyway, and just a short hand pass.
It's a short puck out to Pádraig Maguire. Jerry and Teresa Brennan watching from Vissy, France. Come on, Shane. So that's Shane's mother and father, long-time supporters in Kilmessan, enjoying from the sunny south coast of France, I think.
And Joey Keane.
And Joey Keane.
His first score of the day just before half-time.
Long ball by David Farrell.
You're on this break. In the back.
Oh, it's danger here now with Robbie McGuinness. Shane Brennan is chasing him down. He just hassles him enough. And Shane Brennan does enough. Shane Brennan could hear the cheers coming from the south of France, possibly helping him along there.
I think I count that nine wides for Blackhall in the first half there.
To Kilmessan's 3, is it?
Well, I'm not sure. 5.
5 for Kilmessan. So we're just going to mute our microphone here because we're over here in the kind of nearly in the team huddle for Kilmessan. So we're going to mute our microphone. There's a 10-minute break. Don't leave the stream. It'll remain on. So we're just going to mute our microphone. And if you have any comments or queries about the game, please message us here on the Ideal Bathrooms Meath TV. So we'll see you back in 10 minutes. So we're back here. Half time is over. Second half here in the Ted Murtagh's Clothing and Footwear Trim Senior Hurling Championship. Been brought to you live on the Ideal Bathrooms.
Have we a referee? Oh, we have a referee, yeah.
We have a ref. He's just cloaked there by 4 midfield bodies. He has them, Sammy, don't worry. He has them.
Just 20 to...
Just come up now. It's 20 to 12. There's 45 minutes on the stream clock there, if you can follow it. And we're just going to start our own stopwatches here in our watch as well. So 45 minutes and 6 seconds on the stream clock. It's 20 to 12. And the game is starting. Malcolm Doyle just under severe pressure in the middle of the field for Kilmessan. A lot of...
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a barge, I think.
Bit of a barge, is what Fintan is saying now. I thought it was more a smaller boat than a barge, Murtagh.
But
some version of a gondola or something.
13s or 15s, you'd blow for that, but I don't know a bit.
Senior hurling, it's a bit different ball game. And Whitty in the middle of the field here has the chance from distance.
Against a little bit of a breeze as well.
I always said if you want for refereeing stuff, when you look at like the likes of Limerick and these teams, like what level are they at? And that's what we're trying to replicate across the country.
Wide ball again for
Whitty, and that's a poor effort by his standard. Sean Power in the nets here for Kilmessan has a chance now. JK John Kelly. Dylan Swan. Oh, sorry, it's Christopher Gorman.
Let him out, ref. Come on.
I don't see any changes made at half time on either team.
No. Joe Keane is. He's given the advantage.
Hand up.
Joe Keane doesn't need much of an advantage, only to keep going. He's going to be ploughed, is he? Advantage again, but Tispin doesn't need it. So you have to say very well refereed by Bernard Heaney. He allowed the advantage.
Yeah.
And Joe Keane stormed down the field a good 40 yards, passed it to Stephen Tispin clinch, and an excellent goal for second one.
Yeah.
So again, give credit to the referee. Played the advantage, and some great play then by Joe Keane and Stephen Clinch. And that's advantage Kilmessan. As Pádraig Burke plays it back to Shane Brennan. Just probably a bit of a dodgy ball.
Head injury.
And the free is awarded for Blackhall Gaels, and Shane Brennan will need medical treatment.
So it's 2-7 to 1-6.
Stephen Smith there from Kildare, he says Blackhall appear to be playing to a breeze. There's a slight breeze.
Slight breeze,
The
yeah.
flags here beside us aren't making much of a movement, but there's a slight breeze
We've
now.
a bit of shelter with the trees and stuff like that. The trees over the far side are kind of
Little
fluttering a bit. I was talking to the Blackhall under 7s manager. They played Kilmessan last week in hurling, and Stephen Clinch's son at under 7s cut a sideline ball over the bar at under 7s. So he's some.
So we will have him playing next week.
There's something to look forward to in Kilmessan.
It's in the blood.
Oh yeah.
Luke. That's it, Joey. That's it.
So Dermot Carthy has a chance.
Yeah, he's missed a few and he hit a few, so he's only got one free. He's 2 from play already, Dermy, and that looks good.
And that is a score for Blackhall Gaels. I think that's Richie Judge says. Gavin, someone on the stream here, Richie J, must wish just said, took off like Usain Bolt, get him a hurling helmet. So.
Big one. One more.
Just put him in as the runner as Shane Brennan gets the ball here. Centre half back, and it's a direct ball in. Will it get to Stephen Clinch? It does. Tispin Clinch has a chance. Plays it back out. Declan Smith been well marshalled by Robbie McGuinness. And it looks like the number 7, Conor Delaney, the captain of Furna. And has it gone over with Declan Smith? Just dropped. It's good goalkeeping.
And a great clearance by David Farrell.
And there's going to be an aerial contest here now between Stephen Morris and Pádraig Burke. Morris has it. Morris is shooting, but it's more a ball in.
Well on, Mal.
Malcolm Doyle.
Stand up, stand up.
The number 8, Daniel Carthy.
Step.
Daniel Carty on the shot. And it's a score awarded.
Dancer Dan, yeah. It looked wide, to be honest, from our angle here, but Dancer Dan got a good point, so that's 1-8. His first score of the game.
Sean Power with a long puck out to the left wing here in Kiltale.
Bit of a shove by Whitty.
Only a little push there allowed sometimes. Some good tackling,
Smith.
but some excellent exit play by Blackhall Gaels.
Back again, another little shove.
The two inter-county men showing that little pushes didn't get away with them. As Pádraig Froggy Maguire down the wing. And the Kevin Keena has a chance from range.
High ball.
Just to the left and wide.
I think that's Kilmessan 6 wide. Blackhall of 11 now.
David Farrell with the puck out to the right hand side. It's aimed at the number 10, JK John Kelly.
Jeremy Carty, Robbie McGuinness.
McGuinness has a chance of a shot. Has he been hooked?
Hooked. Still went over, yeah.
Doesn't matter when the ball goes over the bar. So Sean Power, it's out short here to Malcolm Doyle. It's a direct ball in. Stephen Clinch rises above. Doesn't get it on the first attempt, he does on the second. Hit on the helmet, he will get the free.
Bernard had his hand up for advantage until Piston lost it, so should be an easy enough free. 45 metres out.
Darren Riley comes out to take this. Right in front of the goals. 45 metres out, as you said, Finton.
Yeah, Darren
Just the
scored
hit in
one
the helmet
already.
is-
He's got 1 free already, and 2 from play, so.
So a chance now just to get a bit of an extension on the lead for Kilmessan. Just come up, there's about 7 minutes played here in the second half as Riley lifts it and strikes it and puts it over the bar. And we got a score update,
It makes
Finton.
it a 2-point game. It's 1-9 Blackhall, Kilmessan 2-8.
Perfect, just here as I said, coming up 7 or so minutes elapsed. As Farrell, the goalkeeper, long ball out. It's going to John Kelly will be the contester with Pádraig Burke. But it comes to the number 8, Carty. Plays it in now, Morris has the chance against Pádraig Maguire. And the Frog has just put him out for a sideline cut. But there's danger because Morris, as we said before, has the ability to score from this range.
Yeah.
Bit of an acute angle though. But it might suit
It'll certainly drop all the way into the box here, I think.
it will suit maybe the outswinger.
Yeah.
They'll off spin will come out. And he does he get the cut?
Yeah. Wide ball, point.
The umpire on the right hand side wasn't sure and it was put
Wide
to
ball.
Roisin on the left hand side and she's waved it wide. Probably not her call to make. I'd wonder, the other umpire probably just left her a bit hanging there. Luke Horn is able to catch the ball, evades the tackle of Carty. It's a good ball into Stephen Clinch. That's an excellent score and some good play that came out quick. Luke Horan to catch it direct and play into Stephen Clinch.
Stephen didn't realise his man had actually slipped. He could have gone on for his 3rd goal. Claimed the match ball for his hat-trick.
There's enough slitters being robbed, but I'm robbing anymore. As Shane Brennan.
Oh, on the back. A little bit bigger than a small shove in the back there by Robbie McGuinness.
Yeah, the definition of little push just gone, and Conor Butcher Gorman is coming on a sub here for Kilmessan. So Conor Gorman is coming on. Unadi Defer and Kilmessan. And it's Kyle Smith, I think, number 18. I think that's right. So Kyle Smith is being replaced by Conor Gorman. So what Reds TV, we said already, it's on the Trim GA Facebook. Paul, you're asking how to watch the Trim game from yesterday. It's on Trim GA Facebook. It's a long ball. The upload many of their games onto YouTube as well, so check out Trim GA on YouTube as well if you want to watch that game from yesterday. I'd recommend sticking around because this game is just heating up.
Nice.
Lovely as Conor Gorman just loses possession. Good hook to get it back though. Showing his technical attributes and tackling skills as Whitty now plays a low direct ball into the corner. Morris was the intended target, but Johnny Myler
Johnny Myler only came on there. Must only come on at half time.
Haven't seen much of him, but he's a good talent to have on.
Johnny has been a
Stalwart
for Blackhall for years. His father Tom, of course, coached a lot of juvenile teams, brought an awful lot of underage success to Blackhall. They won the under 20s or 21 hurling Division 1 in I think 2006 with a good few of this team.
It just beats everyone. Tom Murphy has a chance to jab it up to himself. He does, but he's been tackled by Darren Riley. Jack Cottle, will he shoot himself? I think he will. Jack, not known for his passing, he likes to shoot, and a lot of the time he is for good reason. Has an excellent score.
It's his first of the day.
Jack just getting back into the club swing of things now after kind of a spotty attendance due to the under 20s. Though players are all back with their clubs now, and I think they're just starting to get into the swing of senior hurling.
So Colin Whitty is on.
Colin Whitty's come on. We don't know who's going off. John Kelly.
John Kelly, yeah.
Shane Whitty.
Go with 6, lads! 6!
Good tackling by Shane Brennan as Robbie McGuinness is dispossessed.
That's good pressure, yeah.
But Robbie McGuinness got his own back on him as Whitty
Shane.
evades the tackle.
Alan Nestor.
Well blocked then by Declan Smith.
Oh,
Joe
Alan
Keane.
Nestor was hit after the ball. Oh. So it's an excellent condition.
Sometimes accidental, that's incidental contact, but
Yeah, looked a little bit more to me, but
would
I
you see
don't know
it?
now.
Would you see it in
Yeah.
Croke Park? I don't think you would. That's always my barometer of how to ref a game. Would you see it up in the top levels? I don't think you would.
He got a knee to the head, whether.
Possibly with the head injury collision, I think maybe that just brings
it's
it
a
to a
head
level.
injury, it is, yeah. No, and Bernard, fair play to him, he called it straight away. So
Just frustrating because players are trying to live on the edge and they're trying to put in the big hits, and when they make collisions, then it's hard to penalise players. And ultimately, it looks like Kilmessan are being penalised for this.
Well, Kilmessan have possession of the ball. It's an
Is he
indirect,
given-
it's
has
an
he
indirect
given-
free. An
is he
indirect
given
free.
to
Yeah,
them?
he told them they're in possession. So
That'll
give
soften
an
it
indirect
off
free.
then.
Yeah.
Hit it high into Stephen Clinch, I think wouldn't be a bad tactic here for Kilmessan. If you look at here, there's an awful lot of space in this right corner. I don't know if that's done deliberately or not. There's a high spine by Kilmessan and there's a lot of space there. But I do see, yeah, I think Blackhall have spotted that now and they've put a person across on the outside, so for the Stephen Clinch. So
Alan Nestor looks all right to continue anyway. Thank
doesn't
God.
take a rocket scientist to say Mark Stephen Clinch.
No. And Tommy
He's
Delaney's.
Good ball, and Kevin Keane had a chance to catch it, doesn't.
You see Clint now is out in his own again. It's
Well done, Crow!
Whitty has it here now, centre half back.
oh terrible.
Probably been a bit too.
A bit lax, but it worked out all right. Robbie McGuinness pushing it back. Gets
That was
away with it.
a little one. Declan Smith. Just
too long.
Luke Horn just over.
Idea was good, good lad.
So obviously not a serious
It's
injury,
not a
so they're
head
playing
injury,
it.
so you have to
Serious
play
injury,
on.
yeah.
Wait, Chris, come on.
But it's usually serious for the fella who's sore, though. That's why I was.
Well,
who
no.
defines how serious it is? Because if your leg is fairly falling off, you know, I
Sometimes
think-
if you're 4 points ahead and you have a lot of miles on the
Yeah.
clock, you can
it can get more serious.
it'll get a little bit more serious.
I think it's the right
That's
decision not to
Jeremy
play on.
Carty is going to go
Wide.
wide again.
I think the rule of thumb is it is neck and head really are the major ones, and then
Blackhall are going to have to do something about this wide count because they're really going to rule these wides.
it's like Dylan Swan is going to come on for Kilmessan here now in a few minutes.
Jack, get tight to 6.
Shaw Power log out to the left.
Get over there. One,
Tommy Murphy holds on to him.
Luke, man behind you here.
Free
Lost by Dermot McCarthy.
Away, Crow.
And Kevin Keane has a chance. Wide.
Show the point. It was over.
And unfortunately there with the lack of neutral linesmen, you have no official on the far side to help out. You know, the Kiltale I'm not sure, but they're definitely not. Oh, they might get a goal though. Well, maybe the justice of the universe has evened itself out there immediately.
Was that just sporting or David Farrell?
Possibly David Farrell just said, have a point there, and good sportsmanship, we'll give it to him. But maybe their normality resumes with that score. Johnny Myler comes out. Shane Whitty. Stephen Morris, they've tried to target him, but in fairness to Patrick Maguire, he's just sticking with him and just not allowed him easy ball. And then I think once, if one person can slow him,
here's Morrow now though.
He's an excellent hurler, as we know.
Well, Froggy, get out.
Shane Brennan, customary throw the ball, but I think that's every hurler in the whole grade. I think throws it.
There's an awful lot of throwing. There's a good clean hand pass now,
and then it goes off.
It's very harsh, I thought, to free the ball.
You have to be able to play the ball when it's there. So
I don't know what you're supposed to do. We've another sub coming on.
Dylan Swan is going to come on for Kilmessan.
That's it, Luke Gordon, keep it going.
So Kevin Keena is coming off, so Unity deferring Kilmessan. So Kevin Keena, number 5, has been replaced by number 7, Dylan Swan.
Kevin got 1 point there.
So Stephen Clinch,
Again.
absolutely wonderful hurler.
There's not much more Tommy Murphy or Tommy Delaney could do there.
No, when the primary possession, if you can win primary possession, you'll do a lot with it, and it's very hard for you to be dispossessed. I think the job of a cornerback really for someone like Stephen Clinch is you have to deny him the catch, but that's easier said than done. He's doing it the guts of 15 years or more.
Yeah, that's just saying all you can do is hope he'll retire now.
Yeah,
if you're
I've been saying that for 10 years.
Yeah.
But he's nearly getting better with age, and certain like he's got closer to goal, and with that he's becoming a better forward than he ever was.
Of course, a selector with the Meath senior hurlers as well.
Yeah.
This year.
So we'll get a score check after this. Finton is just coming up, I'd say, to the water break. There's 16.5 minutes played, so if you have any comments or queries on the listeners, you can get into us. Get a score check in you, Finton.
So we're 2-12. Kilmessan, Blackhall are 1-9.
Perfect. So a goal in 3, and the water break is upcoming.
Darren Riley with the free, yeah.
Yeah. And Farrell with the long puck out, aims towards Joey Keena, and he will catch it cleanly. Has good ability.
Yeah. Bit of frustrations getting into Blackhall now and just giving away frees. You're not going to get away with that kind of thing, especially today with Bernardini.
You've seen the standard, and he's been consistent, and that's the approach, and that's
absolutely
it's foolish then with the defenders to grab.
2 lads wrapped around him.
So again, the water break is upcoming. It's due. Could be after this score or wide.
We're 17.
I said Bernard is a fit man, runs triathlons, and that he's just probably not thirsty yet himself. So as Darren Riley lifts and strikes, it's an excellent effort.
Yeah.
It's just gone to the left and wide. It's unfortunate.
Wide ball, okay.
And now the water break. So
that's 9. I think that's 9 wides I have for Kilmessan now.
So again, we're just going to mute the microphone because the Kilmessan team is over beside us out of custom to them. So if you have any comments, please get into us, and we'll be back to you in 1 minute. So we're back here now. The water break is over. We're back on our live Ideal Bathrooms Media TV. And water breaks have been momentum changers in a lot of Gaelic games in the last year and a half. So it'll be interesting to see, will Blackhall Gaels get a resurgence? Will they change their attack? I don't know. It's hard to know at this stage. Kilmessan have been dominant, but still all to play for at this stage, Fintan.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting to see what the GA are going to do about the water breaks actually when all restrictions are removed. I presume they're going to remove the water breaks.
See, most of the championship would be over at that stage, but it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Is it unfair if you start a championship with one set of rules? I'd be in favour of scrapping them as soon as possible.
I think a lot of people are. Depends on what way you're going in the game.
Come on!
There's a free in.
It's interesting. Like some teams have probably geared up to say like we'll get to 15 minutes and we'll change tactics or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just tough. I think the water break's a bit of a gimmick.
Well, I found it's easy if you're involved with juvenile teams to get substitutes in and stuff like that. You can kind of
probably keep it for that to encourage substitutions of young lads. But at this level, I think it's a little bit of a break.
So Dermy
McCarthy puts the ball over the bar for Blackhall Gaels here in this Ted Murtagh Senior Hurling Championship Round 2 fixture. Sean Power now, the cool Boyra for Kilmessan, is going with great width here towards Joey Keena. And that's an excellent puck out and good contest by Kilmessan and Blackhall Gaels. Darren Riley will flick it across. Hugh Smith from Blackhall Gaels. Stephen Morris has been contested now by Declan Smith, the great physical athlete. As Dylan Swan, just gone a substitute there recently, scores a point here.
His first, so we're 2-13 to 110. A 6-point game.
Well, Johnny might have just played the stick well. Clever play.
Lovely.
Good defending by Blackhall Gaels. Trying to get Carthy's trying to get on it, Dermot Carthy.
See Thomas Coyle on there for Blackhall, I think number 21. Did I see? Yeah, Tommy Coyle over in the green and white helmet. He's come on and we're trying to just see who's gone. It's very hard to know.
So Shane Whitty from distance has a chance now to possibly put it on the edge of the square. He might play the corners. I think with his posture, he looks.
Colin Whitty makes a run.
I think with the posture, he looks like he's just going to lamp it.
Wide ball.
And he has lamped it, but unfortunately to the left and wide for Blackhall Gaels, and that won't be any good to them. Possibly need goals at this stage. It's probably a dangerous one in a hurling match to probably not go for your points though.
Yeah, no, if you take your points, you can count. You can get the score back.
Their wide count has been so high. It's probably disappointing from a Blackhall Gaels point of view. As Joey Keena just manhandles the centre half back, Shane Whitty out of the way, and just shows his class and his longevity at the senior levels. He knows exactly what to do.
County fullback. Shane has played fullback all year for the county, I think, pretty much.
But Joe is probably one of the best Meath they've had in recent years.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's one of the few that has 3 All-Ireland medals because he would have played on the record team.
Oh, and 2 Christy rings. Yeah.
So I think he's the only one that might have 3. That just shows you his level of continuity, and you have to show he was in Australia for a few years there as well. His first football game back, he didn't know the black card had come in, and he pulled a fella to the ground and he didn't know what a black card was. So he wasn't when he was in Australia, he wasn't too bothered about what was happening. That was Gladiators on Channel 4. Remember the one says you go on my whistle, you know. Must be the Wolf. Used to be a good old crack. ITV maybe, not Channel 4.
I'm not sure.
That's a long time ago in Bethlehem, as I said. As the full back takes up here Tom Delaney. And that's Paddy Lally, who's had a quiet second half, but a good game overall. He's probably the reason it's been quiet is because they probably haven't hit much ball in on him because he caught so many good ones. As Luke Horn breaks a tackle, I don't think there was much in that. And Stephen Clinch, I don't know how that even was possible what he did, but he somehow flicked it over him and caught the ball, which is just sublime. As Delaney comes out to Stephen Morris. Morrow has the ball, he plays it in. Tried to give it to Dermy Carthy, but Dermy's probably just tried to let the ball ride by him.
I see Blackhall have changed now. David McGowan is in with Stephen Clint. He's another old campaigner.
It's very difficult though. Like the way he's able to manipulate his body and use a stick like that is just, how do you defend? Because you can't defend it from either side. As Carthy hits it in, and it's Robbie McGuinness in front of the square.
Needs a goal.
That's an excellent goal.
Goal by Robbie McGuinness. Yeah.
Just maybe the change of putting him in there. Paddy Lally was lording the ball. It's just a little bit harder when you put a sizable man beside him. And that just brings it to a 3-point lead now for Kilmessan. We're approximately 25 minutes gone. That's including the minute water break.
Three or four.
So it's 4. We've been missing one score for Kilmessan. So it's 4 points as Luke Horan. So it's a free for Kilmessan, and Darren Riley will have a chance to score.
Brilliant, Luke. Good lad. Yeah, winning.
I think Darren Riley was just chancing his arm there, as every good free taker does, brings the ball forward.
He didn't. There where he left it on the sideline.
I think Brother Heaney probably is just, a lot of referees are either school teachers or guards, and they just tell you what to do, and that's the end of it. As it sticks in.
Good point. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So Farrell, it's a long ball.
Watch the break, Joey.
Froggy's had a decent game there. Corner back too. Joey Keena.
It was harsh. It was called by
I thought they were
Conor Delaney. Actually made the call first on the steps. And
probably a little bit out of character because he hasn't. There's been no overcarrying all game. So
I didn't think myself. I didn't see it, but referee was right there.
So Dare McCarthy just inside the 65-metre line here in Kiltale. Has a chance to lift and strike.
Wide ball
But it's gone to left and right. And there'll be calls of justice on the Kilmessan sideline. It's a good ball, and Joey Keena probably will try and break a tackle. He does. I think the second one was a free, not the first one. The second one was a free, I would have thought. I think that can be frustrating for players when some of the frees are perceived as soft, and then I would have said that was a very robust tackle. If you understand what I'm saying, Fintan, when a lot of soft frees, and then that was probably.
It was a robust tackle, and yeah.
But like if the other frees have been given soft, then it's very frustrating when that's not given. It'd be better if none of them were given. I think there'd be consistency across the board. I thought the first hit was actually quite fair, but then there was contact made to the face and the helmet in the second.
It seemed to be into the chest, yeah.
No, but the first one you could debate was questionable. The second one was definitely a slap in the face and the chest. You could see it very excellently here on the camera.
Get up, Jack!
Great catch by Whitty.
So Whitty's just probably been employed a little bit more advanced. Stephen Morris plays it across now to Carthy. And it's going to go wide. Sean Power just probably has to shepherd it out and just throw the body in, and he does.
15 wides I have for Blackhall there now.
Nearly a row here between Peter Gorman and O'Leary here. O'Leary gave him a bit of a shoulder charge, but it's play on the sideline here. Morris and Whitty have kind of rotated a bit of roles, and Whitty's gone further up, and Morris is at centre back. Again, Robbie McGuinness is causing difficulty in there at full forward. Dylan Swan has a chance to rise up. Who doesn't? It's the number 8, Daniel Carthy. And now Stephen Morrow has it. Again, the game is just heating up here as Burke has it. Berkey has it.
Good run away. Got a good gap away from
Dylan Swan. That's the problem. So it's a free in for Kilmessan.
Darren Riley again for another one. He's going for 8. I think he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frees already. And 2 from play, so.
So Fintan, you'll have to be starting thinking now. Maybe we'll nominate either team, maybe 2 or 3 nominees from both clubs to be man of the match, and then we'll fight over who we're giving it to.
I think there's only Blackhall. I don't see any good players.
I was just thinking the same the other way around.
It's another point for Darren Riley. So that's his 7th, 5th free.
Darren Riley was very aggrieved leaving Longwood last week. We didn't give him the man of the match. We did a co-man of the match. We picked Raleigh, I think, from Killeen and Riley to be co-man of the match. It's just, I think, because it was a draw, we said we'd give 2, but he wasn't impressed now. But I said if you have any disputes or you want anything resolved, you can write a return address on the back of a €50 note and you can send it to
just
VGA
over
for the
the sideline here. There's a dispute over the ball, so the referee has overruled it.
The committee of linesmen on the far side.
Mikey Nestor, the Kilmessan man, gave the free to Blackhall, or the line ball to Blackhall, but the referee overruled him. So
good effort by Dylan Swan, I think.
Dylan Swan, yeah.
He's made a good positive impact since the substitution. That's what a club needs. You need to have players coming on and making positive impacts from the substitute bench. He said like championships are not won with 15 now. It's 25 players you need, really. Stephen Morris.
Oh, great catch.
Great catch by Carthy.
Dermy
Carthy. He has the advantage though.
Jeez, Dermy's wide. He has the advantage, yeah. I think time is up here now, so
we're into Fergie's time. Maybe not Fergie time, but Fergie's time maybe. We're into now.
So it's a 6-point game still.
So possibly we'll be going for the score here, because the score difference is a big aspect of this with the 5 group games in the Group A and the Group B. Score difference could be a major player getting into the top 2 spots in Group B.
Yeah, that's Jeremy 6.2, so
definitely potential contender for the man of the match. The Butcher Gorman, Conor Gorman, over to Jack Cottrell, into Stephen Clinch. And Clinch has gone for the trifecta. And Luke Horan has a chance. Just slightly mishit. And to the right and wide. So we've played 32 minutes now, and that's including the water break, so we're definitely in at a time. If Kilmessan can keep the ball out of the net, Johnny Myler just puts Shane Brennan on his posterior on the ground. But Brennan has it and he's looking.
He handled the ball on the ground, but
he brought it with him, though. He can do that. But he definitely was playing for the free. His hands up in the air as if he was like a flayed chicken or something. But he's all right. He has it. Shane Brennan, he's a strong man. He'll come out with the ball, no problem for you. As Darren Riley in the middle of the field, he's going long with the ball. But he's killed it stone dead, and it's a long distance now, approximately 140 metres from one end to the other.
I think Kilmessan's 11th wide.
A long ball. Mark Brennan goes.
A big diagonal.
I think that's Mark Brennan. He's just saying great coverage, lad. Stephen Clinch just made different, pure class, man the match. He definitely is a contender, Brennan. So I think get behind the ball here and stop the goals.
Block a free.
Well, I think.
Never blew the whistle.
I think at this stage, being obstructive to the ball is going to do no harm, because you realise it has to be goals, so you have to slow it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch the line.
So Shane Whitty
cynical play is encouraged at this time, you know.
Shane Whitty is going to certainly drive this in. Blackhall need men out of the way.
A decent one, a bit of a knuckle ball.
His second free, his 3rd point.
So just coming on now, there's about 33 minutes played here, including the water break, so
we have a 4-point game, there can't be much left.
Keep the ball out of the net for Kilmessan, but Blackhall need to get it in.
That's the time up.
So Stephen Riley goes Tispin, has to be the man of the match, lads. We'll have to get the nominees in first now. We won't prejudge them.
We won't prejudge.
So Fintan, on the Blackhall team, who would you like to pick out to be the nominees? Fergus Smith's great coverage, lads.
Shane Whitty had a good game. He caught a lot of ball and scored 1 from play and 2 frees. Outstanding free there from inside his own 65. Jeremy Carty got 7 points again. He hitting the frees. He a lot of wides, Jeremy, actually now. So as well, the on the Kilmessan side, it's hard to pick. Darren Riley's of course scored a huge amount. Defending wise too, like Pádraig Lally had a brilliant game. He's caught an awful lot of ball. It definitely has to be a contender, but 2-2 from Stephen Clintz.
Yeah, I think a lot of the comments coming in, I think there's very little ambiguity to who the player of the match was and the man of the match. I think it's safe to say that the Ideals Bathrooms man of the match is Stephen Tispin Clinch for Kilmessan.
He was a major danger man in there the whole game, and scoring 2-2 is fantastic. So well done,
absolutely.
Stephen.
So great. So we're finished this. We'll be back. There'll be football action of some description this weekend coming, and we'll be back for the hurling action again in 2 weeks' time. So until then, make sure you watch back any of the highlights, spread the word that we're streaming games, etc.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure delivering you content here. The Ted Murtagh Senior Hurling Championship, brought to you on